Yeah, you take your boyfriend and you go hiding somewhere because you're shit. Okay, goodbye. Sorry. Um,
Okay.
but,
Do you need some alone time? Because you
no,
seem to
I'm
have a
good,
little
I'm good.
frustration there.
I'm good. Uh,
Do we need to
right,
talk? Do
anyways.
we need to talk about this?
No, we're good. It's just a bit of rage, good healthy rage to boil the blood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
Uh, Welcome back to the channel. My name is Savannah. Today is part two of our little. I can't even call this a rant. We fucked up the first part so badly. I can't even call it a rant. We did something in the previous video. If you somehow liked it, if you somehow went through the cringe, I am so proud of you. You are so brave. There's a virtual high five going your way. There you go. Uh,
wow.
anyway, my guest, Legend of Shan, how's it going? How's it going?
It,
It,
it, it's going good,
yeah,
still
even,
kicking,
yep,
still rolling. How
yeah,
are you?
good. Even though we talked like 2 seconds ago. And also Legend of Neev. She would not be able to come with us today because she is still under investigation of Activision to get their shit together to make a proper Call of Duty game. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and support her from far whatever Activision is. I believe she will get us right. I believe in her. Neev
I believe
2020.
she will find the way.
She'll
She will
she
find the way.
she will find a way. I
She
believe in
knows the
her.
way.
She know the way. Uh, um, now I'm looking at it. How is Fortnite on the iPhone? Didn't you get the little invite thing?
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let me talk to you. Right.
Oh, oh,
I
oh,
had
oh,
hype. I
oh.
had right. So the game is good. Right. The game works. It's good. But see, I have an iPhone SE, right, which is a 5, but
Oh,
it has all the upgrades of a 6 or whatever. And for the size of the screen, it is awful. I mean, my thumbs take up like most of the sides of the screen. So I can't really see what's going on. And like the controls and everything, it's awful, right? It's This game was never intended to be played on a mobile. So I'm just kind of looking at it like I'm not really arsed trying to, play it on mobile. Like I'll play it on here because I can access it on here, like in Xbox and whatnot. But just I feel like on phone it's necessary. I feel like they're just looking for a way to make more money because, it's in beta, so obviously it's free. But also, yeah, actually, really interesting. They've actually upped the price of V-Bucks on the phone, which I'm really confused about because on here they're cheaper. So, for instance, you can buy 1,000 V-Bucks, right, for €10, which is $10, right?
right.
And then on the phone, it's 12 euro, like $12 for 1,000 V-Bucks. So they've upped the price by $2, which to me is like, it's like, yeah, you're gonna get your money, you're gonna get people to buy your shit, so you're upping the price purposely because it's a free game. Like,
Right.
it's a bit of a slap in the face. If you were to get this game and you were to play it like properly on the phone, I'd suggest probably getting like, one of them Bluetooth controllers that you can get on Amazon or whatever and just, hook it up to your phone. Or even play it on an iPad. An iPad is still an upgrade from what little tiny iPhone is. But even then, I'd suggest probably playing it on an iPad with a controller. Then you have the ultimate setup. But even
Ah,
some phones allow you, if you have an Apple TV, you can screen share, so you can actually throw it up on your TV. But then again, if you have an Xbox or a PlayStation, what's the point in doing that? You're just playing a mobile version of the game where you can play the proper version on your screen for, free. And you're basically, I don't know what the point of it is, but I suppose, it's for people that are, traveling in a car, but also you need internet to play the game. So if you're a kid and you don't have 4G or free Wi-Fi, you're kind of fucked. You can't play this game. So it's kind of like, it's like, what are they doing exactly? What are they trying to do? Like, it's a bit confusing.
the whole thing is confusing to me because why would you put Fortnite and PUBG on a mobile device in the first place? Like, I get there's
Mm,
portability, but at the same time, for me, games, big AAA titles like this on a mobile device, that's just impossible to
mm.
play to me because, first of all, you're holding the device and you got only two thumbs. How the hell are you gonna make a sniper 360 console bullshit shot on a fucking mobile device? Because your thumbs is gonna be cramped by the time you get to the position you wanted to. To be honest with me, this whole thing is just sounds pointless
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
like
I mean,
I can't imagine
oh,
playing Fortnite on a fucking tablet because your thumb's gonna be all over the place and it's just gonna feel awful. It's gonna look awful, and I'm like, please don't, please don't.
I mean, like, right. So I know that like mobiles, especially iPhones and Androids, especially the newer ones, are just as able to compete with console, right? It's gonna be technically an iPhone can compete with like an Xbox 360, right? But the thing is like, it's like it's like really unnecessary. And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make gaming for everyone. Okay, so like
Right,
anyone that has an iPhone, well, from a 6 up, can play Fortnite, right? So it's like if you don't have an expensive console like a fucking PlayStation, although you could probably pick up a PlayStation 4 secondhand for like about 150. So they're
right.
not that expensive anymore. But still, if someone doesn't want to spend that much money on a console just to play one game, I suppose it does have its benefits where, if someone just wants to play Fortnite, they can just get it on their phone. But at the same time, it's like, well, you're not really experiencing Fortnite properly like how it's supposed to. You're kind of getting a glimpse of what it's supposed to be. I mean, like, sheesh, like the graphics aren't even that, like, they're good, but they're not that good. You know what I mean? I mean, credit for them for a mobile game, but um, I haven't tried PUBG, so I don't know what PUBG is like. I wasn't even bothered because my screen is so small, and I can't see people anyway when I play PUBG on my actual monitor. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm not even gonna go there.
I've been through it. I'm not doing this again. Uh,
Yeah, no, I'm not doing this whole routine again. No, it can just fuck off. Like I'm not doing it.
yep. That's why I'm not even gonna bother with it, cause like I said, AAA titles on a goddamn mobile device, it's just not gonna
Mm,
work. I remember playing
yeah,
Grand Theft Auto Vice City on a tablet. I can only go so far into that game. Are you aware of that game?
yeah.
Are you aware about the mission where you have to control that little plane?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That was a
Exactly.
bitch.
Now,
That was a
imagine
bitch.
that. Imagine that mission on a goddamn tablet or any mobile
Yeah,
device.
no,
It is
no, no,
horrible.
thanks.
I cannot, I can't even lift the damn plane up, let alone operate it on a goddamn tablet. So that was already a clear
Jeez.
sign for me that I will never play a AAA title on a mobile device because they never work. Like, it
Yeah,
made me so
yeah.
mad.
I mean,
Like,
I had what's it, uh, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas,
oh,
and
oh
I
no.
mean, it runs fine, right? And it's good, but honestly, I was just like, I was on the mission where I had to chase the fucking train, and the controls were just so bad that I literally crashed the bike so many times, or the train would fucking knock me out of the way, or some bullshit. But like honestly, to enjoy that game, you'd need a controller. But then again, this is the thing I don't get right. It's like if you have a PlayStation or a 360 or whatever, and you can get the game, go get the game and play it then. Like
Exactly.
don't be wasting your time trying to enjoy the game on your phone because it's not enjoyable. Okay, yeah, if you're on a bus journey and you're on a train or whatever and you're playing the game to quick kill hours, that's fine. But if you're trying to play a full AAA title on your phone because you want the experience, you're not going to get it. Like you need to sit down, you need to relax, you need to enjoy and be able to control and see what you do, to be honest. Like
Yep.
if you have a big ass phone, fair enough. Like if you can see fine out your big ass phone, whatever, yeah. But for me, with my tiny ass screen, like I'm not gonna be able to see shit. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'll go home and play this. I'm fine.
The thing, only certain maybe like an arcade title, because arcade games works pretty well on the tablets and devices. Like the King of
Mm,
Fighters series. Okay, not like the entire series, obviously, but there was 97, 98, and King of Fighters 13 on the mobile device. They work perfectly. Fighting arcade games, they look
Yeah.
perfectly fine on the mobile device. Do that. Don't bring Grand Theft Auto 5 to a tablet, because God knows there's no way in hell that's going to work. And I
Oh
bet
dear.
somebody
Yeah,
tried to do
no.
it.
No, I mean, they couldn't even bring GTA 4 to the fucking thing. Like, they
And I,
couldn't do it, like,
yes,
because the
I knew,
game is
and I
so
know
massive.
somebody tried to do it. That game, that there's no way it's going to handle it.
Yeah, the game is too big. The phone wouldn't be able to render it even, and the graphics would just look terrible. Like, the graphics wouldn't be able to even cope. Like, I mean, even though, like, I really think that GTA 4 looked better than GTA 5, if I'm honest, because how realistically it was. Even the
It does
rain, when it
actually.
rained, when it rained, like you could see the rain, you could see it on the ground and everything, and like the mist and everything. Oh, it was crazy.
Yes.
Like they had good graphics.
See, that's the thing about it. See, that's why I put GTA 4 over 5 because the graphics was insanely realistic. It was just like
Hmm.
I never seen a GTA title do this. I was hoping they would do that back in
Yeah.
5, but they didn't. But I was like GTA
Mm.
4's graphics, and it was like, damn, that was realistic. Oh boy.
Yeah, if you had GTA 5 with GTA 4 graphics, oh my days. Like I know there's mods on
I bet
PC
there
for
is.
them, like,
I bet there
for
is.
it to make realistic graphics or whatever, but literally like that would be amazing. I mean, I know they're trying to incorporate mods into like games now, like Skyrim and Fallout, but like they're not as like good as compared to on PC, obviously,
Yeah,
because
obviously.
it's the internet. You can get your hands on anything. Let's be
Exactly.
honest.
That's why I'm trying so hard to save for one because there's so much you could do with a PC versus console. And speaking of mods, I mean console mods are great too if you're only looking for like maximum level. Cause with Skyrim and Fallout, there is an mod that you basically get all the weapons. You're the highest level with literally if you go to play Fallout 4 with the vault I forgot what it's called, but basically you get everything, all the weapons, all the armor, all the keys, all the everything. So it's like, okay. And there's even a mod that you can literally increase your health to 1 bajillion. And I kid you not, that's
Oh
exactly what it
wow.
says. 1 bajillion. And fuck's sakes.
Wow.
You basically are just you're freaking immortal at this point. I mean, probably not immortal,
Yeah,
but
you
like, Lord have mercy. But you don't really have to die that much. And I only do it for Fallout 4 because, let's be honest, it's a pain in the ass to have like a weapon and only like have this amount of ammo. Like, I can't do that. So I use the mod because
yeah.
it's like scavenging around for ammo every 5 seconds because I ran out so fast. It's annoying and I can't do that. But especially with Skyrim too, it's the same thing. You get all the weapons, all the armor, all the keys, everything. So you could basically just go anywhere and not even worry about it. You can even go anywhere in the map except the continents or whatever they're called. But it just makes traveling so much easier. You don't have to run and discover no places. You could just basically just fast
Go
travel and you're
anywhere.
right there.
Yeah.
The only annoying part is even if you have like an enormous amount of health, if you're facing somebody who can shout at you, you basically have to like deal with the ragdoll scene when you're like the same place when you die and you're in a ragdoll stage, but you don't die, you're just ragdolling until your character gets back up. It gets so annoying because the enemy would just use his shot at me so many damn times. By the time I stand up and become stable, I'm ragdolling again, and I'm like, God damn it. There's even one instance
Yeah.
that he ragdolls me like way off a fucking mountain, and it took me so long to climb that mountain. I was so discouraged. I stopped playing that game that night. I was so discouraged. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I know the one you're on about.
but yeah, mods. No matter what people say, every single gamer use mods. Okay, let's get that straight. Even the biggest YouTubers, even typical gamer, which basically every single live stream he does is basically based on mods. So no one can really tell you that it's a cheat code over the crap it is. And I'm sure somebody's out there saying it. Look at here. If you're even watching this video right now, fuck. Never mind. I don't want to cuss at nobody. Please don't unsubscribe. Uh, yeah, I'm dead. What else we got?
All right. Well, speaking of PCs, I actually ordered my PC, yesterday.
Go
Um,
ahead.
I Yeah, I'm getting a PC, a gaming PC. I obviously got it for college as well because I'm gonna need to be doing Photoshop and
Right, obviously.
Illustrator and stuff like that. So I got it for my 21st because my mom was like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you it for your 21st," and I was like, "Yes." Uh, like that doesn't mean I'm not gonna be playing on console. I'm still gonna love my consoles. Like I mean, come on, like I'm a console gamer. I've always been all my
Obviously.
life. So it's gonna like take me a while to adjust to mouse and keyboard. Obviously, like I'm the biggest noob going. Like I mean, if I'm gonna be playing Fortnite on the PC, you ain't gonna be seeing me reaching top until probably about 3 years. Like I'm not joking. Like I literally, um, and yeah, I kind of picked everything that was basic. Obviously I had to go around for a couple of months asking certain people like, what do I need? Because obviously, when you come from, purchasing a console to making a PC, it's a big step because you're like, well, what the fuck goes into one? Like obviously I
Exactly.
knew like CPUs, GPUs, power supply and stuff, and I just wanted to make sure that I had all the right components
Right.
and specs because if I fuck that up and I ordered it, like what do I do? Like I can't just bring it back and say, oh, I fucked up, like Um, so I had to do my research and stuff. But now it's getting ordered, it's getting made. I'm super excited because obviously, like gaming on a PC is a total different experience
Right.
to console. And honestly, like I'm just doing it to make more friends as well because like PC community is huge, obviously.
Right.
So I want to have a broad state of friends. So, I got my PS4 friends, I got my Xbox friends, got my PC friends, and I kind of want to make a, what you call it, I kind of want to make a Discord server for everybody. I mean, not just for my PC pals, but for everyone. So, like, we can all
Right,
communicate and
definitely.
become friends. I think we should do that. I think we should make a Discord and, like, have our friends in it and have people that we like to talk to about things
Yeah,
in,
sure.
I guess.
We
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
should go
I'll
for
work on that.
definitely. We should
Definitely
definitely go
work on
for
that,
it.
yeah.
I gotta go back and make one to be honest. The last time I only made one was like this one particular group I used to be in and that was it. But we didn't really get along so well. The leader in that group was kind of a dick, so I was like, you know what, fuck you, this is not worth it. Bye. That's the only
Yeah.
time I had a Discord, but I never really actually used the app. But like I love the idea that you could just connect with other gamers and hopefully everything will be fine, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm sure there's still a squeaker. So, you know what?
Oh yeah,
You'll learn,
definitely.
kid. You'll learn, kid. And you know what really made me sad? I remember going to the library
Well,
one day, and I was going to the computer lab because I need to print out a speech that I was preparing for an event. And there was this whole group of obviously die-hard Fortnite children just watching Fortnite videos, and I'm like, these kids need help. Stop. Please don't. God damn it. It was so bad. It got awkward to me, especially one kid that took it so seriously, but he wouldn't speak. He didn't speak out loud or blurt out anything, but obviously you could tell from his facial expressions he took the game a little too seriously. And I'm like, this generation needs help. Like, to be honest,
literally.
children, when it comes to gaming, they just need more stricter rules, to be honest. Like, if I ever have a kid, I'm gonna be like, you want a PlayStation? Oh, psych! You're getting a Super Nintendo. You're gonna learn that. Then you're gonna jump to a PlayStation. I'm gonna have like
I
an age
mean,
limit or something. Cause Lord have mercy, if you just give them a console, the only games they're gonna look at is Call of Duty and Battlefield. That's it. Or whatever game that the
yeah.
big YouTubers are playing. That's all they're gonna see. They're not actually gonna see the other games. I'm gonna be like, son, you mentioned Call of Duty one more damn time, you're getting seven across the ass.
Cheers, thank you. Um, but yeah, I totally understand because I was having a conversation with Neev right now. Like most of you on you, like I don't know, people that watch your channel, do they know me? Like, do they? We would I know them on Instagram? Well, if they do, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know. But anyway, me and Neev were having this conversation, and we were talking about if we had a kid, would we try and get them into video games? Me being her, I was like, of course. Like, I mean, hours playing games. I don't really care. I'm gonna make sure that that kid knows that, you know, there's a bond here. We could play video games, you know, and I really think kids, especially when they're young, are prone to video games. I mean, not everybody, but you know, majority of kids, they'll try and play a game even if they're not really into games. They'll just do it for the fun or whatever. And I
Exactly. If they're
mean,
doing it
by
for the
the time
fun,
I have a
that's
kid, by the time I have a kid, I um, hopefully I'll have such a big game collection that they'll have so much to choose from. I mean, I'm not going to limit my kid to anything, but I do want them to start off with one of my favorites, like, you know, like a good game that I considered a good game when I was like 14 or whatever, and I want them to experience old games just as much as new, you know? Like, I mean,
exactly.
I'm not gonna hold them back, but then again, I'm gonna be strict about it, you know? I'm gonna be like, oh, you know, you can't be on for too long and stuff like that, because you know,
Definitely.
like, it's just it's not healthy having someone on a PlayStation or a PC all the time. It's not. And like, people that say it is like, they're really in denial, and I'm guilty of this. I mean, there's days where I've sat on Xbox all day, and I get up the next day and I feel really shit, like I feel horrible. And like, you know, I think like in moderation is key. Moderation is really key.
There definitely should be a limit. First of all, every child in the should have some form of limit of when it comes to playing, or any game in general. But same deal. Like, if it ever happens, but I'm like, okay, you can do this, you can play with this, but this has to be a limit. There always has to be a limit, because parents now don't really put a limit on whatever their children is playing, and that's what causes a lot of mainstream attention, and that's what causes a lot of parents to blame companies for some reason, because it's totally not their fault. I guess that's how it works, huh? What else? Just put a
Do you
damn
know what's
limit.
another thing? Do you know what another thing is, right? Is like,
Right.
when I was about, I say when I was about 12, maybe 10, you know, gaming was my life. And I literally like played so many games. Like, I played Halo, I played Gears of War. I was into all them games when I was a kid, right?
Right.
And the thing is, when I played them games, right, and I had like friends, I had a group of friends, like I had so many friends on there that I just isolated myself. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I'd come home from school, I wouldn't even do my homework. The first thing I'd do was go upstairs and play. Like, and I'd be on there till about, say, like 9 o'clock at night, and then I'd come off, and then I'd play, I'd do my homework. But you know what I mean? I wasn't prioritizing what was important. I was only prioritizing what I thought was important at the time, was video games. And you know, it was so long that I did this, that I didn't know how to socialize, I didn't know how to communicate. And like, it was so weird, because when I went into secondary school, I was just like, what do I do? Like, hold on, like, what's this? Like, people, like, you know what I mean? And
Right.
it ruined me, really. It like ruined me of making friends in secondary school. And it was only when my parents took away like my Xbox and got rid of it and everything, then I really copped on and said to myself, wow, gaming really isn't everything, and it can ruin your life. And it's like any addiction with drugs, you know, fizzy drinks, anything like that, you know, it's very dangerous. Like, I mean, I had health problems and everything. Like, I was overweight. My eyesight was getting really bad, because all I would do was look at a screen for like 24 hours. And like, I would barely eat. Like, I wouldn't eat. But like when I did eat, like, I ate like over, like, excessively, because
Right.
I left myself so long without eating that I would just eat like shit tons, and then the weight would pile on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like getting to like a point where I was getting like overweight, and then I was like, you know, I didn't have a healthy relationship with my family. I didn't have any friends outside except for the ones online. So, you know, I don't want that for my kid, and I wouldn't like that for anybody else. Obviously, there is people out there who all they do is do play games because they don't have any friends in real life, which is sad to say. Um, but then again, if it becomes an addiction where you're forcing yourself to play games and you're forcing yourself to stay inside without even realizing it, but you are, then that's when it becomes an issue. And when you feel like you can't live without video games for even a day, that's a problem. Like, that's an issue. Like, you need to get yourself help in a way. that's really bad, isn't it?
Uh, it's sad, but it's real. It can really happen to a person, and that reminds me of an
Yeah.
episode of the Maury show. Honestly, are you aware of Maury?
I am aware. I haven't seen
Good.
an
Don't worry.
episode
Don't worry
properly.
about it. It's not worth your time. Basically, over dramatic
Okay.
people and over dramatic and immature people that can't tell who the father is. Anyway, don't worry about it. Not worth it. There was this one couple that a married couple to be honest, and you know the usual. The woman comes in there, she brags how she's right, and yada yada yada. Let's get to the point part. It turns out the husband is fuck. The husband had some sort of gaming addiction. Not really an addiction, more like the fa the Actually, no. It wasn't an issue of who's the father. They didn't have a kid. It was more like the wife notices the husband is spending more time communicating to people online in the game versus his actual wife. And I kind of joked about it in the end, but the more I thought about it, it was like, you know what? They're married, so I probably shouldn't have thought that way, but I'm not, so I can totally think this way. Basically, the wife comes up to the husband. It was like, look at here. It's either your video games or it's me. My mind went straight to the video games. I'm like, oh, bitch, you can go. But at the same time,
Oh,
realistically, they're a married couple, so maybe then they really need some, to get together and just have some time together, because they're married.
yeah.
They should be together.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm good. And-
You're like, bitch, I ain't giving up my video games for you. I don't care. I don't care how much I
nah,
love
I'm
you. I ain't
good.
giving up shit.
Nah, nah. I can solve this fight really quickly. Oh goodness, I need help. Other than that,
Um,
let's be honest though. That there are a married couple. He really should. I don't think he needs to get rid of them. I just think that he needs to prioritize, like spend time with your wife. Then when that's over, then you can go and play with your games, and then you can
yeah.
just prioritize. That's really what he should be
I
doing.
mean, we don't.
But like
We only hear one side of the story with them kind of things. We
exactly,
don't actually see what's going on, you know.
exactly, and that's how the Maury show works
I mean,
apparently, and everyone likes it. I don't know
maybe
why.
like he was spending time with his wife, but then, you know, she wanted more. She probably couldn't stand the fact that he had like something to do and she didn't, you know, stuff like that. Like I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you know, you never know what the two sides of the story.
Yep. Goodness. All right, want to play some Fortnite?
Sure, yeah.
I,
Try this again.
I think we can prioritize. Maybe something will come up in mind because I sure ain't got nothing.
Oh, well,
I do.
I got something. I got something.
Oh,
I
okay.
got
Go
something.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, apparently now this is a new thing. Like, I mean, you know, the way battle royale games are getting really fucking popular. Like, I mean,
Yes.
come on, Fortnite and PUBG are probably one of the most like viewed games
Right.
on here right now. Like, especially for Twitch streamers and whatnot. Is that Call of Duty, right? Call of
Oh,
Duty Black Ops 4 and Battlefield are actually thinking about bringing in a battle royale mode to these games, right? Now, at first you might think, what the fuck, how is this gonna work? This is crazy, right? But I'm thinking it's along the lines of, do you remember old school mode from Call of Duty? Do you
um.
remember, like, off with a little scorpion little thing, and then you would run around to these like little circle things that had a gun. You'd have to pick up a gun, and then you would like kill somebody. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
were able to jump really
I
high
think
as
so.
well.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that because let's be honest, if Call of Duty were to make a big, huge map, right, just for the sake of fucking, a battle royale mode, I mean, to be honest, I think they would be wasting their time because like, not only is battle royale played in third person and in first person, I really don't see this happening. Like I just think like, you know, it's not fit for a battle royale, and I think, you know, companies are gonna start, you know, making battle royale and everything that everyone is gonna get sick of the term battle royale. They're
Yep.
gonna get sick of the game mode. So
Yep.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm already fucking sick of hearing about battle royale and all this. Like, I'm kind of tired of hearing about it.
Yep.
And I've only been playing 2 different games. I mean, if all the other first-person shooters start doing this shit, I mean, I'm gonna lose my reason. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm not playing this. I'm
I'm
not
sure.
playing this shit. Like,
I'm sure some first-person shooter or any shooting company is looking at this like, you know what? Apparently everybody's playing this, so we should do exactly the same thing for some reason. I'm sure somebody
yeah,
out there is gonna pick it up. That's just how companies work.
yeah, I ain't gonna be happy with that. I'm gonna be like, no, thank you. I don't want
Nope,
to play this
you killed the
anymore.
mood. You killed it. I mean,
But you know,
it's like Lawbreakers. You remember Lawbreakers?
no, what is that?
Exactly. So basically, remember, it's a PC hero shooter, and basically they got inspired by Overwatch, but they made a mistake by releasing it at the time of Overwatch. So obviously,
I'm dead.
yeah, pretty much. Wait, what? Damn it, Shan, you had one job.
They landed above me, so I had no choice.
Okay, I got you. I don't think I do. Okay, basically, Lawbreakers try to be Overwatch and try to be a hero shooter, but they made a mistake by releasing it the same time, I think before or after Overwatch. Basically, they released it at the wrong time. So that game obviously got diminished and destroyed by Overwatch fans, and it just didn't last that long. And it's the same thing with Battleborn. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember Battleborn. Yeah,
This guy's all over the place. Yes! Suck it. Suck
his friend
it.
is coming.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna at least kill him. Son of a bitch! Oh, really? Send feedback. Please report bugs, send comments, or report players. Oh, God. Okay. That was awkward. Basically, Battleborn did exactly the same thing. They're just like Overwatch, but they released the game after the Overwatch was made, and obviously that was a bad mistake because everyone picked Overwatch over Battleborn, and you never heard Battleborn ever again. Except they made one DLC, but that sure didn't make it at all. The thing is, like, companies would try to pick up the term, but it just depends on who's actually going to play it. We already seen examples that so many companies trying to take ideas from other companies, but they obviously get demolished by the competition. Like, I remember when Overwatch was first gonna be released, I never saw it coming from Blizzard. When I saw Blizzard Entertainment on the front, I'm like, how the Blizzard? Blizzard? World of Warcraft Blizzard?
Do you want to know something actually really shocking? You know,
What?
Paladins. Paladins actually came up with the idea before Overwatch.
Oh, that makes sense. They came out first before Overwatch, right?
Yeah. So that's what happened. So
That
like
makes sense.
basically Blizzard Overwatch copied Paladins, and that's why their heroes are so similar in a way.
Oh my goodness. Now I think about it, yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, because Paladins was in the making years ago. Like not years ago, but it was out before Overwatch was anyway.
Right.
And basically, like, there was a whole lawsuit about it because, like, basically, like, whoever made Paladins, I'm not really sure. I only played the game like twice, so don't quote me on this. But they basically, like, had a lawsuit about it and were like, oh, you stole our ideas. And then Blizzard actually just turned around and were like, oh, you know, we just wanted some inspiration, you know?
Inspiration. Ha ha,
Oh,
that's
you
funny.
fucking cock. Fuck off.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh my god.
Cause you clearly.
She almost had me. She almost had me.
Oh,
I'm
derp.
sorry.
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
fucked. I'm fucked. I am fucked an asshole. Wait.
My language is terrible.
Wait. Fuck you. Yes. Fuck it. Oh. Hey, buddy.
There was another one.
I'm just gonna take my leave. Thank you. I'm just gonna go now. You have fun. Well, obviously I wasn't gonna last. I did not know he had friends. Where was I?
Whoa! What the fuck was that? Oh. This bitch trying to C4 me. Yeah, you take your boyfriend and you know, you go hiding somewhere because you're shit. Okay, goodbye. Sorry. Um,
Okay.
but,
Do you need some alone time? You know, because you
no,
seem to
I'm
have a
good,
little
I'm good.
frustration there.
I'm good. Uh,
Do we need to
right,
talk? Do
anyways.
we need to talk about this?
No, we're good. It's just a bit of rage, good healthy rage to boil the blood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah, I mean, like this whole battle royale phase at the moment, like I mean, I'll be honest with you, battle royale is not really one of my favorite game modes, and it never
no, it
will
is
be.
not. I
And
hate it too.
if it's gonna be a thing where every game has it, I'm just gonna be like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, can you all just like fuck off, please, and
I
stop
mean,
copying each other and one of you be
get your
unique,
own
like,
ideas. I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure some company is like, you know what, Fortnite and PUBG are popular. Why don't we do the exact same thing, but just change the title a little bit? You sons of
yeah. I
bitches.
mean, there's so many fucking um, there's so many bleeding mobile apps that are copying the game, and they're all fucking similar. Like there was one there that it's called Rules of Survival or something like that, and it's exactly like PUBG,
you,
except I don't know if there's vehicles in it. I'm not sure, but yeah,
oh wait, Rules
it's
of
PUBG
Survival?
clone. Rules of Survival, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Because I thought of a PC title called Last Man Standing, which you can obviously tell from the title it's exactly like PUBG. But it's a
Yeah.
free to play for PC people. And I tried it myself because somehow my laptop can handle it, and I'm like, oh, it's exactly like PUBG, but it's just free to play. Um, but that's just how it is, to be honest. That's just how companies are gonna make their money. Once they see someone else do it, they're gonna try and do it too. And I'm trying to think of another
Yeah, pretty
example, but I
much.
can't think of one. Wait, where you at? I'm coming where you at.
Um, there's there was like a Fortnite kind of ripoff called Forecraft, I think.
Really?
That was out for like a small period of time, yeah, and then it got taken down off the
Uh,
App Store. I don't
uh,
know, maybe it was an Android title, I don't know, but
that
it
sounds
got
like
taken
it.
down. It got taken down to like to bits, like it was just yeah. There's a gun up
Copyright.
here for you, by the way. Yeah, it got taken down for copyright for having the words "for" in it as well, I think.
Yep.
I believe.
See, that's another thing to talk about. Game rip-offs. Basically, yeah, rip-offs. Because it's mostly only popular. I think it's only popular on mobile devices. Because you only see mobile companies try so hard to copy um basically everybody else. And a lot of games that get ripped off is a lot of Nintendo titles, and you can tell from the name that there's a lot of Nintendo rip-offs in the Play Store, because I remember there's one game that not only copied the Mario title, but it copied exactly Super Mario World. And the funniest part
Oh
is,
wow.
it's like it looked exactly like the game, and they had the name of it too. So it's like, okay, how is Nintendo not copywriting you guys? There's no way Nintendo is gonna let this slide, because Nintendo is very strict on their copyright laws infringement. I mean, you can't even see YouTubers play a Nintendo game without them being copyrighted, and they even tell it. But basically, it didn't last that long. Nintendo obviously saw this, and there's no way they're gonna let this happen, and they got rid of it. But the worst of it
Yeah.
all is that they brought it back. They re-downloaded,
Oh
reskinned
wow.
the entire game. All they did was change the name and change Mario's look so it doesn't look like Mario, and somehow it's still on the store. So like, I guess some people are just too lazy to make their own games, I guess. I mean,
Oh wow.
you have the education to build a game, and yet you're just gonna copy someone else's ideas. And behind you,
Yeah,
derp,
I see.
derp.
I see you, yeah.
I believe in us. I believe it. I believe we can do this. I don't believe. I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't believe we can do this.
Nope. Don't believe it. I was gonna say, I'm
Um,
surprised no one finished me off.
yeah, I'm getting tired of this game. Um, but yeah, like I mean, I mean, think of it this way, right? If someone remakes a Nintendo game and just slaps it on the store, I mean, that's kind of great because you're getting it for free. But then at the same time, it's like, well, people actually put their work and their effort into that game
Exactly.
and made it. So like, you're kind of scamming them off. Which I mean, like, it's the same with like, you know, pirating games on Pirate Bay. I mean, you know, people do it, and I'm guilty of doing it, and I'm pretty sure everybody's fucking done it. Like, I
Yep,
mean,
I did
come
it
on.
once, at least a few
Um,
times.
yeah, I mean, like, you want to try out a game, but you don't want to pay for it, so you get, like, you fucking download it and try it, and, you know, you end up liking it or hating it. And, I mean, that's kind of what I do. I mean, I download a game to see if I like it. I don't download because I'm a fucking cheap ass. I mean, I'd go out and buy the game afterwards just to give them credit. I mean, you know, because it's due. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I mean, if it's gonna be a Ubisoft title or a Activision title, I'm definitely not gonna fucking spend like 60, 70 euro on
Yep.
this
Or
game
an
and then
EA
for it to turn
title.
out like, yeah, like for it to be exactly the same as last year, just with a reskinned version.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my god.
Oh, that was embarrassing. I'm totally not gonna highlight that. Um,
Please highlight it. I dare you.
oh my goodness. Just play it on like 3 times and see what people notice. Oh god.
Literally.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Goodness. It's like when Battlefront 2 came out. I guess it made a few more improvements based on the first one, but the only thing is like they're still doing microtransactions. They're still forcing money off people, and well, obviously being a Star Wars title, everyone's gonna buy it, so it really doesn't matter. Uh,
Yeah.
um, that's just how it is, I guess. Like, I wish someone else
Literally.
would actually. Wait, matter of fact, do you remember that there was a preview for Star Wars 76, 66, or something like that? I think it's
No.
called
I've
Star
never
Wars
seen it.
66. Oh my goodness. Okay, scratch that. It wouldn't make sense now. I don't remember it myself. Basically, Battlefront 2, with Battlefront 2 coming out, I mean, obviously it's out. It's Star Wars. Everyone's gonna play it, obviously, and that's why I'm not too crazy about getting it because being a Star Wars title, that game's not going. It's gonna be on for quite some time. People are gonna be over it, no matter how much they think they hate it. But let's be honest, that's the only decent Star Wars title we have. Unless you want to go back to the Steam
Yeah.
store and find some really, really great. Matter of fact, the Star Wars games I really want to play is Knights of the Old Republic. Those I hear
Yeah.
so many good things about it, and I'm like, I really want to get that. I'm sure my laptop can handle it. I just need to pay $20 for it. Other than that, those are really good Star Wars games, being a single player title as well. Because the plot twist and the ending in that game was so freaking ballistic. Like, that blew my mind, and I don't even pay attention to the story. I just want to shoot stuff. And um, you know what? The
Yeah.
game's already out, so there's no point of putting a spoiler warning. Basically, you get to the ending, and you meet up with Darth Marth, what's his face? You meet up with the villain at the end, and basically he looks at you like, you have no idea what's going on, do you? Well, okay, let me
Yeah,
tell you
you don't
something.
know.
The only reason your character has amnesia is because you were the villain the entire game. Everything that happened is all your fault. Son of a bitch. I have never
Wow.
seen a game that
Okay.
makes me feel bad.
Fair enough then.